Hey guys, and welcome to new releases for the week of February 10th. I'm in a little bit of a time crunch right now, so let's just do this. The time crunch is entirely of my own making, but I am surprising Barry tonight with a trip to an escape room. We're meeting a couple of friends there. His birthday is next week, so we're going out and celebrating tonight, but he just doesn't know that yet. So I'm very proud of myself for keeping it a secret, because normally I just cannot keep secrets from him, but I have done so this time. At any rate, let's get into the new releases. The first one up, move over, is from Tarte. And I'm not sure what they're calling this. Is it the Shape Tape Foundation or the Face Tape Foundation? I think it's Face Tape. And I don't think I'm on board with that name. Face Tape. I don't know. That's what it says on the bottle, but then Trend Mood says hashtag Shape Tape Foundation, so who knows. At any rate, am I right in thinking that this has already been released like a couple years ago and it failed? What am I thinking of? Like, Tarte released some sort of foundation and the shade range was abysmal. And then they tried to release new shades like a few months to like maybe a year after that. What in the hell product was, I don't know. I could just probably Google this kind of stuff, but that just involves far too much effort. So instead, I'll just blather like an idiot here. At any rate, this iteration of their foundation is going to have 50 shades with 5 undertones. The undertones are going to be sand, golden, beige, neutral, and honey. In some respects, that all kind of sounds the same to me, but I understand that there is going to be a bit of variation there. It is waterproof, sweat-proof, and transfer-proof, and it is formulated with skin-loving ingredients such as snow mushroom extract. I've never heard of snow mushrooms. Hyaluronic acid and apple fruit extract to brighten, hydrate, and protect skin against environmental aggressors. Pollution, I suppose. I guess everything has to have some sort of PC name. It can't just be pollution, it's environmental aggressors. I just think that's really funny. At any rate, it is going to be available February 17th online at Tarte and Ulta stores. It doesn't make any mention of Sephora, so this very well may be an Ulta exclusive. I've mentioned that in passing before. It drives me nuts when there's Sephora or Ulta exclusives, but I have no control over that. I have foundation coming out the wazoo right now. None of it matches me because I am currently like 5 shades darker than normal, but I don't have any interest in this. If you know what in the hell product it was that they released, was it Shape Tape Foundation? Just put me out of my misery and let me know, please, in the comments. I'll probably have Googled it by then, but anyways, moving on. MAC is releasing a Boom Boom Bloom collection. I feel like MAC is just, it doesn't have to rely on stupid names. Like, they don't need to be, I don't know, boom, boom, bloom. Anyways, it is very pretty packaging. The shades look very nice and springy and feminine. So for it to be called Boom, Boom, Bloom, just, At any rate, it's not the name I would have chosen for it, but here it is. I don't know. I have to see some of these lipsticks. I do like getting their limited edition lipsticks. Like, it's just this weird collecting compulsive behavior that I have, but this is very pretty. I don't know. I don't actually have a lot of like lighter pink lipsticks, so I probably want to swatch these before I ordered. But the packaging sucks me in on this. I don't know if I'll buy anything, but the packaging does look really pretty. Although I was fooled with one of the Patrick Star collabs with them with the packaging. I think it was spring of 2018. I thought it looked really pretty in all the promo pics, and then I ordered it online. I got it and was like, oh, well, this looks really cheap. So this may be the same, so I'm gonna wait. I want to see it in stores before I make any sort of decision on whether or not I'm going to add any of those items to my collection. Wet n Wild is releasing yet another one of their limited edition collections. This one's going to be called Rebel Rose. It includes face oil, toner, primer, and serum. I didn't know that they did skincare items, so this might be new for them. cream blush, eyeshadow quads, lip scrubs, matte lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, brushes, and a jelly balm. Perfect Pout jelly balm, so I'm guessing lip balm. This won't come to Canada, I guarantee. I'm never going to see this in stores, so I'm not going to order it online and pay the shipping and the exchange rate and the customs fees to get this in. It doesn't scream spring to me, it screams more fall winter, but I think what they're probably trying to do is like appeal to the more edgy makeup wearer, I guess, because everything's deeper and darker and not really what you would typically think of for spring. Having said that, I don't think the colors are necessarily bad. It's just not what I would consider to be a spring release. But again, like I said, I'm probably not, I'm definitely not going to order any of this. I also don't really like the brushes. You can't really see it all that well in the picture that I screenshotted, but these are shaped like roses, and again, they look really top heavy to me and impractical, so no thank you. Charlotte Tilbury is releasing 3 new shades for Matte Revolution lipsticks. Super 90s, super model, and super sexy, so there's a bit of a theme going on here. They are 90s inspired. These lipsticks are expensive. They're like $39 to $42 here in Canada. I can't remember exactly. I think they're $39 here at Sephora in Canada. They're so good. They are so good. I hate to say that they're worth the price because that's a really hefty price tag, but they are so good. I have 2 of them. I have Bond Girl and Very Victoria. Freaking love them. I have Bond Girl on mixed with a couple other lip products because I'm being super fancy today for being overall very neutral. But they're creamy yet matte. They don't pill up. They don't rub against and get flaky. They feel very hydrating on the lips. They're just beautiful. I love these. So these are very tempting to me, although they are very similar to the shades I already have, so they're not tempting enough to make me buy them. But if you're looking for a good like neutral matte lipstick that's still very comfortable and you're not wanting a liquid lipstick, consider checking these out if they fit your budget because they are so good. Blush Tribe has teased images of an upcoming palette, but they have also cautioned us that it is going to be a slow release and there is no release date yet. This is the Neon Dreams Revamped palette and it looks fun as hell. It says that it's revamped, so I'm guessing that they've already had a Neon Dreams palette, but I don't recall having seen that one. At any rate, this does look very pretty. I have a few Blush Tribe palettes. I have not been disappointed by them. The pigmentation is there and they also blend very nicely. So this looks really pretty to me. Very tempting. Very tempting. As you may or may not know, I am considering myself to be on a low buy this year. So I am really trying to be very conscientious of the makeup purchases that I make and really trying to think critically about any item that I purchase before I, click add to basket or whatever. But there is one that I'm definitely going to be buying. I'm not going to give myself the sit and think about it for a few days thing. I am going to be buying it because I've been thinking about it ever since I've seen this post. Venti is coming out with 3 new Stunna lip paint shades. The one in the middle is coming home to me. They are going to be released on February 12th. There's also 2 new highlighter shades. So there is What a Brat, which is the pink one, and then Chills, which is the blue one. I have no interest in either. And then the lipsticks, so from left to right, there is Unattached, Unlocked, and Undefeated. Unattached looks very pretty to me as well, but it is Unlocked, that bright pink in the middle, that screams out for me. I love the formula of the Stunna lip paints. I have 3 of them already. No regrets about any of them, so I will definitely be purchasing that one when it becomes available on February 12th. Big old snooze fest here is from Bobbi Brown. This is the Haute Nudes limited edition palette. It does absolutely nothing for me. It just does nothing for me. It looks like you're just going to create the same look over and over again with these shades. I have only ever used one Bobbi Brown palette before, and it thoroughly frustrated me. I just could not get any pigmentation out of it. I don't know if it was just that palette or if that's just how their shadows are, but for a $59 US palette, I am not risking that. I would want to see reviews on this, but even at that, these shades are nothing new. It's not going to bring anything exciting to my collection, so this is a big old pass for me. Benefit is dipping its toe into new releases, staying well within its comfort zone, but it is nice to see that they are expanding their Hoola bronzer shade range. So they do have Hoola Light and Hoola Original, obviously, and now they have added Hoola Caramel and Hoola Toasted. So for those with deeper skin tones, there are some options there as well now. Typically speaking, when I'm not super tanned, Hoola Light is absolutely perfect for me. When you look at it in the pan, it doesn't look like it's going to do anything, and yet it does just give a very natural, sun-kissed glow to my skin. This complexion that I have going on here, Hoola is perfect for me. I don't need to go anything deeper, but I am glad to see that they have deepened the shade range. They have also come out with yet another face palette. They are notorious for doing this. At least this one has, I think it's 2 new shades in it. No, just one, I believe, Tickle. Yeah, so, I mean, this is what drives me a little bit nuts. Well, drives me a whole lot of nuts about Benefit, is that they repackage their same existing shades over and over and over again. So in this palette, there's California, Hoola, Dallas, and Dandelion. Those are long-standing shades in their collection. Tickle, I'm not familiar with. It might already exist, but I'm not sure. 1 out of 5, if it is a new shade, like, just give us something new. I'm not going to buy this because I have all those other 4 shades in mini sizes already, and that's more than enough for me. They've also come out with a smaller mini palette, which includes Dandelion, Tickle, and California. So those 3 shades are in the larger one and in this one. So again, they're really not adding anything new. I don't know why they do that, and it drives me absolutely bananas because I would love to see new shades from them because I do like their formula, but they just refuse to do it. Okay, Glam Glow has released 2 new products. One is an exfoliating acid solution. Sounds horrifying, but it's a toner, so it's probably not as scary as it sounds. And then the other one is a serum. Am I the only one who just doesn't really give a rat's ass about Glam Glow? It's not that their products are bad, it's just, to me, like, I've used their gravity firming thing, I've used a few of their products, and I'm just kind of like, okay. It doesn't do anything amazing for me. Am I the only one, or is anybody else kind of underwhelmed by the brand? I know nothing about these ones. I'm not going to read, there's like super lengthy descriptions on what they all are, but suffice it to say there's a toner that has a really scary sounding name, and then a serum. They're probably good, but in my experience, they're probably also not the bee's knees as far as skincare goes, because that's just sort of how I feel about Glam Glow. Sorry. Alright. Essence is releasing some new items as well. They have 4 palettes coming out. We've only seen the inside of one, and I don't know which one that is. Super helpful promo pic. But I've had a few of their eyeshadows in the past, and they have not risen to the level of items that I keep in my collection, so I don't think that I'm going to buy them because there's a very good likelihood that I'm just going to declutter it soon after, so why spend the money? And they're also coming out with some like workout inspired stuff. So there is the You Better Work Tinted Day Cream, setting powder, and mascara. I find this whole like gym proof makeup thing to be purely fascinating. When I'm at the, like, I don't notice, not that I've been to the gym in a while, but it's probably been a good like 2.5 years, to be honest. We are talking about renewing our membership, but at any rate, when I am at the gym, I don't notice anybody else that's there. I am not there to critique other people's brows and mascara. Like, I just don't give a shit. And also, I don't care what people think about me. I'm far more concerned with what I'm doing and how goddamn uncomfortable I am. So this whole like makeup to wear to the gym thing just doesn't do it for me, because I don't wear makeup to the gym. I go there to sweat and grunt and be generally unhappy until it's over, and then I'm like, oh, that was fantastic, I should do this again. So I guess I'm not the demographic for them. All right, moving on. Suva Beauty has released a new palette. It is called the Rose Period. Appropriately enough, pretty much every shade in there is some sort of rose tone. It's pretty, I don't need it. I have these shades, it's not bringing anything new. I do like Suva Beauty shadows, but if they're all colors that currently live in my house, I don't need to bring any more of them in, even if I like the formula. Okay, Natacha Danone has just released images for her upcoming face palette. It is called the, God, what is it called? Bloom. Yes, the Bloom Blush and Highlighting Palette. There is a cream product, an extreme glow powder, cream shimmer, and a duo glow powder in there. And these are just shades that I'm not going to wear on my face. It looks pretty, but two cream products, I tend not to reach for cream blushes, highlights, all that kind of thing. The deeper shade there, I think once my tan dies down, it's going to be far too dark for me. And I don't really wear glowy blushes, so overall this just doesn't tempt me at all. So I'm glad for that, because it's going to be hella expensive. It is $55 US. It is going to be permanent, so there's that. Releasing February 12th. And the last thing is not brand new, but as I was poking around on the Sephora website to see if there was anything new there that I hadn't come across on Instagram yet, I came across this, and it is fairly new. So this is the Sephora, this one's the coconut water rubber mask, and they have another variation as well. Dr. Jart has these with like that horrifying face cup, you know, like it's like it looks like a drinking cup, and then there's this like plastic face with the straw coming out of the mouth, and it just looks creepy AF. Anyways, same kind of idea. You add some water to it, you mix it up, you feel like a chemist, you apply it to your face, you're done. The problem with this, and with the Dr. Jart one as well, although that one looks to be a bit physically smaller than this one, it's so fucking wasteful. It is so wasteful. Like, this is literally a bucket for a single-use mask. Yeah. So just looking at the image here, if I look closely, it looks like the product line is to where like the top of the plus and equal sign is. So there's a lot of empty space because you have to add the water and mix it all up. And then you throw that plastic out. And it just seems horribly wasteful. And so for that reason, I will not buy these, because I do not want to encourage that kind of environmental damage. I don't want to be an environmental aggressor. All right, so now that I've tied that all up with a pretty little bow, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. As always, let me know down in the comments below what you're excited about, what your feeling on these new releases is, what your feelings are, grammar, and I will see you in next week's video. Until then, just be a decent human being. Bye for now.